Hello everyone, and welcome to Rush Learning Hub. Today, we are going to begin Chapter 3 of Class 8 Science Health, the Ultimate Treasure. Before we start learning about diseases, immunity, medicines, and vaccination, let me ask you a simple question. What does it really mean to be healthy? Many people think that a healthy person is someone who is not suffering from any disease. But is that enough? Imagine a student who is physically fit but is always worried, feels stressed, or finds it difficult to make friends. Can we say that this student is completely healthy? The answer is no. Health is much more than simply being free from illness. According to the World Health Organization, or WHO, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease. This means that a truly healthy person has a healthy body, a healthy mind, and healthy relationships with others. Health is one of the most valuable treasures we have. We may have money, knowledge, or success, but if our health is poor, enjoying life becomes difficult. Good health gives us the energy to study, play, work, think clearly, and achieve our goals. Now think about your daily routine. The food you eat. The water you drink. The amount of sleep you get. Your exercise habits. Your personal hygiene. Even your thoughts and emotions. All these things together decide whether you remain healthy or become sick. That is why health is not something we should think about only when we fall ill. It is something we should protect every single day through healthy habits and responsible choices. In this chapter, we will learn how our body stays healthy, why diseases occur, how they spread, how our immune system protects us, why vaccines are important, how medicines work, and how personal hygiene and a healthy lifestyle help us prevent diseases. By the end of this chapter, you will not only understand the science behind health but also learn practical habits that can help you lead a healthier and happier life. Exam Booster. Remember this important definition. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease. This is one of the most important definitions in the chapter and is frequently asked in examinations. So, let's begin our journey to understand why health is truly our ultimate treasure. Have you ever noticed that two people of the same age can look completely different in terms of health? One person may be energetic, cheerful, and active throughout the day, while another may feel tired, stressed, or unhappy. This happens because health is much more than just having a disease-free body. To understand true health, we need to know its three important dimensions: physical health, mental health, and social health. These three dimensions are closely connected, and together they determine our overall well-being. Let's begin with physical health. Physical health means that our body is growing properly and all its organs are functioning efficiently. A physically healthy person has enough energy to study, play, exercise, and perform daily activities without excessive tiredness. Good physical health also means maintaining a healthy body weight, having proper growth, and staying free from illnesses as much as possible. But physical health doesn't happen by chance. It depends on the choices we make every day. Eating a balanced diet, drinking safe and clean water, exercising regularly, getting enough sleep, maintaining personal hygiene, and avoiding unhealthy habits all contribute to a healthy body. Now let's understand mental health. Mental health is related to our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. It helps us stay calm during difficult situations, think clearly, solve problems, and make sensible decisions. A mentally healthy person can manage stress, express emotions in a positive way, and remain confident even when facing challenges. In today's fast-moving world, taking care of our mental health is just as important as taking care of our physical health. Spending time with family, talking to trusted friends, enjoying hobbies, getting proper rest, and maintaining a positive attitude all help us remain mentally healthy. The third dimension is social health. Humans are social beings. We live with our families, study with classmates, and interact with many people every day. Social health means developing healthy relationships with others. A socially healthy person respects others, communicates politely, cooperates in group activities, helps people when needed, and behaves responsibly in society. Good social health creates a positive environment not only for ourselves but also for everyone around us. Now think about this for a moment. Can a person be considered completely healthy if they are physically fit but constantly worried, lonely, or unable to get along with others? The answer is no. That is why health is a combination of physical, mental, and social well-being. If even one of these dimensions is affected, our overall health is also affected. Exam booster. Remember this definition carefully because it is frequently asked in examinations. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease. As students, developing healthy eating habits, exercising regularly, maintaining cleanliness, managing stress, and building positive relationships are simple steps that help us achieve complete health. Health is truly our greatest wealth, and taking care of all three dimensions ensures a happier, healthier, and more successful life. Imagine trying to run a car without fuel. No matter how expensive or powerful the car is, it simply won't work. Our body is exactly the same. To grow, stay active, think clearly, and fight diseases, it needs the right kind of fuel. That fuel is the food we eat every day. However, eating more food does not always mean eating healthy food. What our body actually needs is a balanced diet. A balanced diet is one that contains all the essential nutrients in the right amounts according to our age, body requirements, and daily activities. These nutrients help our body grow, provide energy, repair damaged tissues, and protect us from diseases. Let's understand these nutrients one by one. The first nutrients are carbohydrates. They are the main source of energy for our body. Foods like rice, wheat, maize, potatoes, and bread are rich in carbohydrates. Whenever we study, play, or even walk, our body uses energy obtained from carbohydrates. Next are proteins, which are known as the bodybuilding nutrients. Proteins help in growth and repair of worn-out tissues. They are especially important for growing children because the body is continuously developing. Good sources of protein include pulses, milk, eggs, fish, meat, soybean, and paneer. The third group is fats. Fats also provide energy, and in fact they provide more energy than carbohydrates. They also help keep the body warm and protect important organs. However, consuming too much fat can lead to obesity and other health problems. Therefore, fats should always be consumed in moderation. Our body also requires vitamins and minerals. Although they are needed in small amounts, they perform very important functions. Vitamins help protect us from deficiency diseases, strengthen our immune system, and keep our eyes, skin, bones, and teeth healthy. Minerals such as calcium and iron are essential for strong bones, healthy teeth, and proper formation of blood. Another important nutrient is dietary fiber, also called roughage. Roughage helps in proper digestion of food and prevents constipation. Fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and salads are rich sources of dietary fiber. Finally, water is one of the most essential components of our diet. Water helps in digestion, transportation of nutrients, removal of waste products, and regulation of body temperature. That is why we should drink enough clean and safe water every day. Now, what happens if our diet is not balanced? A lack of nutrients leads to malnutrition. Malnutrition may occur when the body does not receive enough nutrients or even when it receives too much unhealthy food. It can affect growth, reduce immunity, and increase the chances of illness. Deficiency of specific nutrients causes deficiency diseases. For example, lack of vitamin A can cause night blindness, lack of vitamin C causes scurvy, lack of vitamin D leads to rickets, lack of iron causes anemia, and lack of iodine may result in goiter. These diseases can usually be prevented by eating a balanced and nutritious diet. Exam booster. Remember this important definition. A balanced diet is a diet that contains all essential nutrients in the correct proportions to meet the body's needs for growth, energy, repair, and protection against diseases. Always remember, good nutrition is the foundation of good health. Healthy food choices made today help us build a stronger body, a sharper mind, and a healthier future. Every day, our body comes into contact with millions of tiny living organisms. Most of them are harmless, and some are even beneficial. However, a few of these microorganisms can make us sick. These disease-causing microorganisms are called pathogens, and they are responsible for many communicable diseases. A communicable disease is a disease that can spread from one person to another through different modes of transmission. These diseases are caused by microorganisms such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, and protozoa. Have you ever wondered why one student in a classroom catches the flu, and after a few days, several other students also become sick? This happens because communicable diseases spread easily when proper precautions are not taken. Let's understand the different ways in which these diseases spread. One common mode is airborne transmission. When an infected person coughs, sneezes, or even talks, tiny droplets containing germs are released into the air. If another person breathes in these droplets, the disease may spread. Diseases such as the common cold, influenza, tuberculosis, and COVID-19 spread in this way. Another important mode is contaminated food and water. If food or drinking water becomes contaminated with harmful microorganisms, people who consume it may develop diseases such as cholera, typhoid, and food poisoning. This is why drinking clean water and eating hygienic food are extremely important. Some diseases spread through direct contact. Touching an infected person's skin, sharing personal items like towels or combs, or coming into contact with infected wounds can spread certain skin infections and fungal diseases. There are also diseases transmitted through vectors. A vector is an organism that carries disease-causing germs from one person to another. Mosquitoes are one of the most common vectors. Female Aedes mosquitoes spread dengue, Anopheles mosquitoes spread malaria, and Culex mosquitoes spread filariasis. The good news is that most communicable diseases can be prevented by following simple healthy habits. We should wash our hands regularly with soap, drink clean and safe water, eat freshly prepared food, cover our mouth and nose while coughing or sneezing, keep our surroundings clean, avoid stagnant water where mosquitoes breed, and take vaccines as recommended by health authorities. Early diagnosis and timely treatment also help prevent the spread of diseases to others. Exam booster. Remember these important points. Communicable diseases are diseases that spread from one person to another through pathogens. Pathogens include bacteria, viruses, fungi, and protozoa. Common modes of transmission are air, water, food, direct contact, and vectors like mosquitoes. By maintaining cleanliness, practicing good hygiene, and following preventive measures, we can protect not only ourselves but also our families and our entire community from communicable diseases. Not every disease spreads from one person to another. Some diseases develop because of our lifestyle, genetic factors, nutritional deficiencies, or problems within the body itself. These are known as non-communicable diseases. A non-communicable disease, often called an NCD, is a disease that does not spread from one person to another. Unlike communicable diseases, these diseases are not caused by infection from bacteria or viruses. Instead, they develop due to various internal and external factors. One of the major causes of non-communicable diseases is an unhealthy lifestyle. Imagine a person who eats junk food regularly, does not exercise, sleeps very little, and spends most of the day sitting. Over time, these unhealthy habits increase the risk of diseases such as obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease. Another cause is nutritional deficiency. If our body does not receive the required nutrients for a long time, deficiency diseases may develop. For example, a lack of iron can lead to anemia, a deficiency of iodine may cause goiter, and a lack of vitamin D can result in rickets. These diseases are not infectious, but they affect normal growth and body functions. Some non-communicable diseases are also genetic. This means they are inherited from parents through genes. Such diseases are present from birth or may develop later in life. Although we cannot prevent inherited genetic conditions completely, early diagnosis and proper medical care can help manage them effectively. Environmental factors also play an important role. Long-term exposure to air pollution, tobacco smoke, harmful chemicals, or an unhealthy environment can increase the risk of developing respiratory diseases and certain types of cancer. The encouraging fact is that many non-communicable diseases are preventable. We can reduce the risk by eating a balanced diet rich in fruits and vegetables, exercising regularly, maintaining a healthy body weight, getting enough sleep, managing stress, avoiding tobacco and alcohol, and going for regular health checkups. These simple habits help keep our body healthy and reduce the chances of developing serious diseases later in life. Exam booster. Remember these important points. A non-communicable disease is a disease that does not spread from one person to another. Major causes include unhealthy lifestyle, nutritional deficiencies, genetic factors, and environmental pollution. Examples include diabetes, hypertension, obesity, heart disease, anemia, rickets, and goiter. Always remember, our daily habits decide our future health. By making healthy choices today, we can protect ourselves from many non-communicable diseases and enjoy a healthier, happier life. Have you ever wondered why two people living in the same house can be exposed to the same disease, but only one of them becomes sick? The answer lies in our body's natural defense system, known as the immune system. Our body is constantly surrounded by harmful microorganisms such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. If these germs enter our body, they can cause diseases. Fortunately, our body has a remarkable ability to recognize these harmful invaders and protect us from them. This protective ability is called immunity. Immunity is the body's ability to fight against disease-causing microorganisms and prevent infections. It acts like a security system, identifying harmful germs and destroying them before they can make us seriously ill. The immune system is made up of different organs, tissues, and special white blood cells. These white blood cells continuously patrol our body, searching for harmful microorganisms. When they detect an invading pathogen, they immediately begin to attack and destroy it. One of the most important weapons of our immune system is antibodies. Antibodies are special proteins produced by certain white blood cells. They recognize specific pathogens, attach to them, and help destroy them. Once our body has produced antibodies against a particular disease, it can often respond much faster if the same pathogen enters the body again. There are two main types of immunity. The first is natural immunity. This is the protection we are born with. Our skin acts as the first barrier against germs. Tears, saliva, stomach acid, and mucus also help prevent harmful microorganisms from entering or surviving inside our body. These natural barriers protect us every day without us even noticing. The second type is acquired immunity. This develops during our lifetime. When a person recovers from certain diseases or receives vaccines, the immune system learns to recognize those pathogens and remembers how to fight them in the future. This memory helps the body respond quickly if the same infection occurs again. However, immunity does not depend only on our body's defense system. Our daily lifestyle also plays an important role. Eating a balanced diet, exercising regularly, sleeping well, maintaining personal hygiene, drinking clean water, reducing stress, and taking recommended vaccinations all help strengthen our immune system. A strong immune system does not guarantee that we will never become sick, but it helps our body fight infections more effectively and recover faster. Exam booster. Remember these important points. Immunity is the body's ability to resist and fight disease-causing microorganisms. The immune system protects our body with the help of white blood cells and antibodies. Natural immunity is present from birth, while acquired immunity develops after infection or vaccination. Always remember, our immune system is like a silent protector working every moment to keep us healthy. The stronger our immunity, the better our body can defend itself against diseases. Imagine a country protecting its borders by training its soldiers before an enemy attacks. When the enemy finally arrives, the soldiers already know how to defend the country. Vaccination works in a very similar way. It trains our immune system to fight diseases before we actually become infected. A vaccine is a biological preparation that helps our body develop protection against specific diseases. Vaccines contain weakened, killed, or harmless parts of disease-causing microorganisms. These components cannot cause the disease in a healthy person, but they are enough to stimulate our immune system. When a vaccine enters the body, the immune system recognizes it as a foreign substance. White blood cells begin producing antibodies to fight it. At the same time, the immune system creates memory cells. These memory cells remember the pathogen for a long time. Now, if the real disease-causing microorganism enters the body in the future, the immune system recognizes it immediately. Since it has already been trained, it quickly produces large amounts of antibodies and destroys the pathogen before it can cause serious illness. This is why vaccinated people either do not get the disease or experience only mild symptoms. Vaccination has saved millions of lives around the world. Diseases such as smallpox have been completely eradicated through successful vaccination programs, while diseases like polio, measles, hepatitis B, tetanus, diphtheria, and tuberculosis have been greatly reduced because of routine immunization. You may have noticed that babies and young children receive several vaccines at different ages. This is called an immunization schedule. Different vaccines are given at specific stages of life to provide protection when children are most vulnerable to infections. Vaccination also helps protect the entire community through a concept called herd immunity. When most people in a community are vaccinated, harmful microorganisms cannot spread easily. As a result, even people who cannot receive vaccines due to certain medical conditions get indirect protection because the disease has very little chance of spreading. This is why vaccination is considered not only a personal responsibility but also a social responsibility. By getting vaccinated, we protect ourselves, our families, and our community. Exam booster. Remember these important points. A vaccine is a biological preparation that stimulates the immune system to produce immunity against specific diseases. Vaccination helps the body produce antibodies and memory cells before actual infection occurs. Herd immunity occurs when a large proportion of the population is vaccinated, reducing the spread of infectious diseases. Always remember, vaccination is one of the greatest achievements of modern science. It prevents diseases, saves lives, and builds a healthier society for everyone. Whenever we fall sick, most of us visit a doctor and receive medicines. But have you ever wondered how these medicines help our body recover? More importantly, are all medicines the same? The answer is no. Different diseases require different types of medicines, and understanding their proper use is very important. Medicines are substances used to prevent, control, or treat diseases. They help reduce symptoms, kill disease-causing microorganisms, or support the body's natural healing process. However, medicines should always be taken only on the advice of a qualified doctor because using the wrong medicine can sometimes do more harm than good. One special group of medicines is called antibiotics. Antibiotics are medicines that are specifically designed to kill or stop the growth of bacteria. They are highly effective against bacterial infections such as typhoid, tuberculosis, pneumonia caused by bacteria, and certain throat or skin infections. However, there is one very important fact that every student should remember. Antibiotics do not work against viral diseases. Common illnesses such as the common cold, influenza, most sore throats, and many viral fevers are caused by viruses. Taking antibiotics for these illnesses will not cure the disease because antibiotics cannot destroy viruses. Another important point is that antibiotics should always be taken exactly as prescribed by the doctor. Even if a person starts feeling better after a few days, the full course of antibiotics must be completed. Stopping the medicine too early allows some bacteria to survive. These surviving bacteria may gradually become resistant to the antibiotic. This condition is called antibiotic resistance. Once bacteria become resistant, the same antibiotic no longer works effectively, making future infections much more difficult to treat. Today, antibiotic resistance has become a serious global health problem. Scientists and doctors around the world are encouraging people to use antibiotics responsibly to prevent this problem from becoming even more severe. Self-medication is another practice that should be avoided. Many people buy medicines without consulting a doctor or use leftover medicines from previous illnesses. This can delay proper treatment, cause unwanted side effects, and increase the risk of antibiotic resistance. As responsible individuals, we should always follow medical advice, avoid sharing medicines with others, and never take antibiotics unless they are prescribed by a healthcare professional. Exam booster. Remember these important points. Medicines are substances used to prevent, treat, or control diseases. Antibiotics are medicines that kill or stop the growth of bacteria. Antibiotics are effective only against bacterial infections and do not cure viral diseases. Incomplete use or unnecessary use of antibiotics can lead to antibiotic resistance. Always remember, medicines save lives only when they are used correctly. Responsible use of antibiotics protects not only our own health but also the health of future generations. Every day, we come into contact with countless microorganisms. Most of them are harmless, but some can cause diseases. Fortunately, many of these diseases can be prevented by following one simple principle: good hygiene. Hygiene means maintaining cleanliness to protect ourselves from diseases and to promote good health. It is not just about looking clean, it is about preventing harmful germs from entering our body. Let's first understand personal hygiene. Personal hygiene includes the healthy habits we follow every day to keep our body clean. These habits may seem simple, but they play a very important role in protecting us from infections. For example, washing our hands with soap before eating and after using the toilet removes harmful germs that may otherwise enter our body through food. Brushing our teeth twice a day keeps our teeth and gums healthy and prevents tooth decay. Taking a bath regularly removes dirt, sweat, and microorganisms from our skin. Wearing clean clothes, trimming our nails, and keeping our hair clean also help maintain good personal hygiene. Food hygiene is equally important. We should always eat freshly prepared food, wash fruits and vegetables before eating them, and drink clean, safe drinking water. Contaminated food and water can spread diseases such as cholera, typhoid, and food poisoning. Now, let's understand public health. While personal hygiene protects an individual, public health focuses on protecting the health of the entire community. A healthy society depends on clean surroundings, proper sanitation, safe drinking water, efficient waste disposal, vaccination programs, and awareness about disease prevention. When people work together to keep their surroundings clean, everyone benefits. For example, stagnant water should never be allowed to collect around homes because it provides breeding places for mosquitoes that spread diseases like dengue and malaria. Waste should always be disposed of properly, and public places should be kept clean to prevent the spread of infections. Governments and local authorities also play an important role in public health by providing clean water, maintaining drainage systems, collecting garbage, running vaccination programs, and creating awareness about healthy practices. However, public health is not only the government's responsibility. Every citizen has an important role to play. By following hygiene practices, avoiding littering, conserving clean water, and participating in cleanliness drives, we contribute to a healthier community. Exam booster. Remember these important points. Personal hygiene means maintaining cleanliness of our body to prevent diseases and promote good health. Public health refers to the efforts made by individuals, communities, and governments to protect and improve the health of the entire population. Simple habits like hand washing, safe drinking water, proper sanitation, waste management, and vaccination are the foundation of a healthy society. Always remember, good health begins with good hygiene. When each individual follows healthy habits, the entire community becomes healthier, safer, and stronger. Now, let's understand one of the most important topics of this chapter, healthy lifestyle. Every one of us wants to stay healthy, active, and free from diseases. But have you ever wondered how this is possible? The answer is very simple. It depends on the lifestyle we follow every day. A healthy lifestyle means developing good habits that keep our body fit, our mind calm, and our overall health in balance. The first step towards a healthy lifestyle is eating a balanced diet. Our body needs different nutrients to grow, produce energy, repair damaged tissues, and protect us from diseases. That is why our daily meals should include cereals, pulses, fruits, vegetables, milk, nuts, and plenty of clean drinking water. Eating fresh and nutritious food helps our body function properly and keeps our immune system strong. Along with healthy eating, regular physical activity is equally important. Exercise improves blood circulation, strengthens muscles and bones, keeps our heart healthy, and increases stamina. It also refreshes our mind and reduces stress. We don't always need special equipment to stay fit. Simple activities like walking, cycling, playing outdoor games, or practicing yoga every day are enough to maintain good health. Another essential part of a healthy lifestyle is getting enough sleep. During sleep, our body repairs itself and our brain processes the information we learn throughout the day. Proper sleep improves concentration, memory, and overall growth. Children and teenagers should maintain a regular sleep schedule to remain active and healthy. Personal hygiene is another habit that protects us from many diseases. Washing our hands with soap before eating and after using the toilet, brushing our teeth twice a day, bathing regularly, wearing clean clothes, and drinking safe water are simple habits that prevent many infections and help us stay healthy. Now, taking care of our mental health is just as important as taking care of our physical health. Everyone experiences stress at times, especially during examinations or difficult situations. Spending time with family, talking to friends, reading books, listening to music, practicing yoga or meditation, and enjoying hobbies help us relax and maintain a positive attitude. A healthy lifestyle also means staying away from harmful substances such as tobacco, alcohol, and drugs. These substances damage our body, weaken the immune system, and increase the risk of many serious diseases. Choosing not to use them is one of the best decisions we can make for our future. Remember, good health is not achieved through medicines alone. It is built through the small choices we make every single day. When healthy habits become a part of our daily routine, they protect us from diseases and help us live a longer, happier, and more productive life. A healthy lifestyle is not just about living longer, it is about living better. We have now reached the end of this chapter. Before we finish, let's quickly revise the most important concepts that we have learned. We started by understanding the meaning of health. Health does not simply mean being free from disease. According to the World Health Organization, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. These three dimensions together determine our overall health. Next, we learned about nutrition and a balanced diet. Our body needs carbohydrates for energy, proteins for growth and repair, fats as an energy reserve, vitamins and minerals for protection, along with fiber and water for proper body functions. A balanced diet provides all these nutrients in the right amounts and helps us grow, remain active, and prevent deficiency diseases. We also studied communicable diseases, which are diseases that spread from one person to another through air, water, food, direct contact, or vectors such as mosquitoes. We learned that maintaining hygiene, drinking safe water, eating clean food, and getting vaccinated are some of the best ways to prevent these diseases. Then we discussed non-communicable diseases. Unlike communicable diseases, these do not spread from one person to another. Many of them develop because of unhealthy lifestyle habits, nutritional deficiencies, genetic factors, or environmental conditions. Healthy food, regular exercise, and avoiding harmful habits can greatly reduce the risk of these diseases. Another important topic was immunity. Our immune system protects the body from harmful microorganisms. White blood cells and antibodies work together to fight infections and help us recover from diseases. We also understood the importance of vaccination. Vaccines train our immune system to recognize disease-causing microorganisms before they cause illness. This not only protects individuals, but also helps protect the entire community by reducing the spread of infectious diseases. After that, we learned about medicines and antibiotics. Medicines help treat diseases, but antibiotics are effective only against bacterial infections. They do not work against viral diseases such as the common cold or flu. We should always take medicines only under the guidance of a qualified doctor and complete the prescribed course of antibiotics. We then explored the importance of personal hygiene and public health. Simple habits such as washing hands with soap, brushing teeth regularly, bathing, drinking clean water, and keeping our surroundings clean help prevent many diseases and improve the health of the entire community. Finally, we learned that a healthy lifestyle is the foundation of good health. Eating nutritious food, exercising regularly, getting enough sleep, maintaining hygiene, managing stress, and staying away from tobacco, alcohol, and drugs help us lead a healthy and productive life. As you prepare for your examinations, remember the important definitions, understand the differences between communicable and non-communicable diseases, know the functions of nutrients, and clearly understand the roles of immunity, vaccination, and antibiotics. If you understand these concepts instead of simply memorizing them, you will be able to answer both objective and descriptive questions with confidence. I hope this chapter has helped you understand that health is truly our greatest treasure. By adopting healthy habits today, we can protect ourselves from diseases and build a healthier future for ourselves and for society. Keep learning, stay healthy, and always remember that small healthy choices made every day create a lifetime of good health. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and learned something valuable today. Keep learning, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next class. Thank you.